Hello guys, in this video we start our next language which name is CSS. Before start this introduction, I want to request you all, if you do not have any knowledge about the HTML language, then you can watch my previous videos. In that videos I was discuss each and everything about HTML language. If you have a knowledge about HTML language, then you can understand and use this language in the web page or the HTML language. CSS is stand for Cascading Style Sheet. The full form of CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. With the help of CSS, we can change the presentation of web page. If you want to create some changes in your web page, for example, if you want to change the background color, font size and etc., then you can use the CSS language in the HTML language. It is used with HTML in several ways. In the web page, we have three ways. By use these ways, we can use the CSS language very easily. First type is inline CSS type. In the inline type, it is embedded within the header information. The CSS language have inline change, then we can use the inline text in between the header file. The next type is internal. It placed within the header information. It is also used in between the header tag. The last type is external type. It coded in a separate document. If you want to separate your CSS and HTML page, then you can use the external type. It becomes very easy to understand and find the property of CSS in the style sheet. So, in further, I show you each and every syntax and the format of the inline, external and internal CSS style sheets. Let's discuss the syntax of CSS in HTML page. You can see that I choose h1 tag and I want to change the color of the text which is written in the h1 tag is red. The color is a property and which color I want to give that text, that is the value of that property. For example, if you write the h1 tag in the body tag and you want to change the color of that text which is written in the h1 tag, then you can use the syntax of h1 tag like this. Let's start to discuss the syntax of inline type. In this, you can also embed your CSS code in HTML document. In this type, for example, you choose the text which is written in the paragraph tag and you want to change the font size and the color of that text which is written in the paragraph tag, then you can use this syntax in your HTML page. You can see that I choose the paragraph tag. In the paragraph tag, I give some properties and values by use style. Style is equal to font size colon 14 pixel. Px means pixel and want to change the color of that text is blue. Same right like I choose the h1 tag and give the font size 18 and color. This is the syntax of inline tag. If you want to create some similar changes in your HTML page, then you can use this type in your HTML page. Let's start to get knowledge about internal type which is used in the CSS language. It is defined in head section of an HTML page using a style element. If you want to create some changes in the HTML language, then you have to declare the style pair tag. Style is a pair tag, so you have to start and close this tag in between the head tag. You can see that I select H1 tag and give the text which is written in the H1 tag is color. So, by using this syntax, you can give the style of each or every text of your HTML web page. So, this is a little bit example of the internal type of the CSS. If you want to give the style pair tag and give the proper text and the changes in the web page, then you can also use the internal type of the CSS in the web page. Let's start to discuss our last type, which name is external. It will also place between head tag. By use the external type, we can separate our style sheet from the HTML page. Its example is in the head tag, we give the style pair tag and give the color of the text which is written in the H1 tag is red. By use these types of text, we can use our external style sheet in our CSS and HTML page. Now, I give the full example of CSS in the HTML page. You can see that I use the head pair tag and the body tag. In the body tag, I use h1 pair tag and paragraph tag. I want to create some changes in the heading tag. So that's why I use the style sheet in between the head tag. In the style sheet, in the style paragraph, I give the h1 tag before using the tags. For you can see that in the body tag I use the h1 tag which have some lesser and greater sign, but when I use this tag in the style, then the lesser and greater tag is not needed. So in the h1 tag I give some properties and values which is applied on the text which is written in the h1 tag. The color is red and the background color is black. So you can see that when I apply these properties and values in the h1 tag, then the defined CSS change the color into red and its background color will be black. So by using these types, you can use the syntax of the CSS and changes create in the web page. So this is the overall example of CSS in the HTML page. Let's see the output of CSS code which is written in the web page. You can see that our properties are also apply on the h1 text rather than in the paragraph text. So by using these types of text and these styles, we can create our web page or the text very looking good and create the changes of the text which is written in the web page. Hope you can understand this chapter or the importance of the CSS language in the HTML language and for become a web designer. So thank you for watching this video.